Hello and welcome to your week. Mike Brown from Gems. Hey, yesterday I had the privilege of being at the Colts season home opener. It was an emotional day as during halftime, Colts Nation came together to recognize the late Jim Irsay and to bring him into the team's Ring of Honor. It was a reminder that his impact went far beyond football. Jim Irsay was more than an NFL owner. He was a mental health advocate who used his platform to launch Kicking the Stigma. This is a campaign he launched back in 2020. He challenged the silence that revolves around mental illness and showed the courage to say what too many of us are afraid to admit, that asking for help is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. Now, after his passing earlier this year, his daughters have stepped up as the new co-owners of the Colts, and they've promised to carry on his mission. Colts Nation has rallied too, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars in Jim's name to continue the fight against the stigma. Yesterday's ceremony wasn't just about honoring a man, it was about carrying forward his legacy. And that's where this connects back to us. September is Suicide Prevention Month. We know the toll the job takes, the trauma we carry shift after shift. We know how often stigma keeps our colleagues silent. We know the heartbreaking truth. Sometimes that silence costs lives. If an NFL team can take on stigma as a cause, so can we, and we must. When we tell providers to push through, that's stigma. When we treat counseling as weakness, that's stigma. And when stigma stops someone from reaching out, it can be deadly. We can change the culture. Leaders in EMS, I challenge you, speak openly, share your stories. Your people want to hear it. Agencies, back up words with action, with peer support, with real resources, not just a tagline. Peers check in on each other. That's what we can do every day, not just after the tough calls. It's got to be every day. Mental health is health. We've got to normalize the conversation, something that I do to help break the ice every day when I go to work. And everybody that works with me knows they're going to see this cup sitting on the kitchen table as we're talking about how the morning's going to go and how the days off were for my crew. It's my Kicking the Stigma Colts coffee cup. I need my morning coffee, and this helps me get it going. But it reminds me, and it reminds those seated around me, that we're going to kick the stigma. We're going to normalize conversations about our mental health. Yesterday, Irsay's name went into the Ring of Honor. Today, his message lives on. This is Suicide Prevention Month. Let's honor his legacy by making sure no EMS provider fights their battles alone. Together, we can move the ball forward. Together, we can kick the stigma. Let's do this. Go Colts.